It's a shameful policy, and it also won't work. Let's be clear, 70% of those crossing the channel come from Iran, Iraq, Syria, Sudan and Vietnam. These are not economic migrants. The reason why they cross the channel is because there is no safe and legal route to apply for asylum. Those who do come here, 60% of them have their asylum applications approved. One man here, also a Syrian person who fled Syria to come to this country. Now, first of all, people who flee war zones, 86% of them stay in a neighbouring nation. Why do they come to the UK? Because they have a connection here. This Syrian man, two of his sisters in the United Kingdom. If you have fled a war zone, you would flee to the place where you had family and you had connections. That's why they come here. That's why they risk the channel. And there is no way for them to apply for asylum inside of France.
So where I absolutely agree with you, by the way, is I think that this country needs to reflect on its asylum policies and make sure that there are effective, efficient, safe routes for people that want to properly apply for asylum, that are in danger or at risk or whatever you call it. We need better policies and processes for those people. So I'm completely in alignment with you there, and I think we fail at that right now. But come on now, Jeevun. When you look at these pictures, when you look at this data, do you not think that... I'll be generous and say some. I'd probably more realistically want to say the majority. But do you not think that at least some, if not the majority of these people, are coming to this country from France, which is a relatively safe place? If you're fleeing a war zone, you're already safe, because of economic development reasons. They want to better their life economically, which I don't resent, by the way. Who wouldn't? Who, if with with your hand on your heart at home, who would not want to economically develop themselves? I'm not knocking that, by the way, but I just think that we're not being realistic with what we're describing this as.
Well, look at the numbers. 86% stay in a neighbouring country.
But I'm not talking about them.
Right, so
I'm talking about the people that get on a boat in France and come to the UK because they want to be put up in hotels, etc. I'm talking about them.
Yeah, I was saying of those people there, we know that 70% of them are from Iraq, Iran, Syria, Sudan and Vietnam.
Because they discard of their passports and identity.
They do check. And also, look, this is why people cross. People who work with migrants say this is why they come to this country. They come here for family ties, and sometimes they also have ties in terms of the language. In terms of otherwise, you're an economic migrant. We know how hard life is in this country for migrants. We've seen that with the Windrush scandal. We're seeing it now with this policy as well. This is not a country that is exactly warm and welcoming and opening to those people.